Welcome to the Tech Sharmit podcast, where technology is not just news, but the roadmap to the future. This is a space where we explore the latest tech trends, AI, startups, gadgets, and the ideas that redefine the way we think. Leading this conversation is Amit Sharma, globally recognized as Tech Sharmit. A technologist from Bharat, Amit brings an Indian perspective to the global technology landscape. With deep technical expertise and strong industry insight, and for his contributions and impact within the global tech community, he has been recognized with several prestigious honors, including Google Developer Expert, Microsoft MVP, IBM Champion, and Planet Mainframe Influencer. Through this podcast, he shares practical knowledge, real-world perspectives, and globally relevant thinking designed to help you stay ahead in an ever-evolving technology landscape. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the Tech Sharmit channel to stay updated with future episodes. And if you're looking to level up your skills, don't forget to explore the Tech Sharmit digital course book in the description box, where you'll find thousands of free programming courses curated to help you grow as a developer. So plug in your headphones and join us as we begin today's episode of the Tech Sharmit podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tech Sharmit podcast. Today I'm joined by another very special guest, Nathanaël BONNET, who is joining us all the way from France. If I talk about Nathanaël, then he's an IBM expert, IBM expert, and a well-known IBM champion who has been rewarded from 2019 to till 2026 and so on. Along with this, he is also serving as the president of Common France and member of Common Europe Board of Directors. So, in today's episode, we will talk about the evaluation of IBMI careers, modernization strategies, and the role of global technology communities. But before we proceed further with these all things, I would like to thank Nathanael for joining us today in this episode. And now I request you to please initiate the discussion by telling us a bit about yourself.
Hello, thank you very much for inviting me to this podcast. It's a great honor for me. So I'm Nathanaël BONNET. I'm a French specialist and passionate about IBMI technology. And as I started my career, I never imagined to be part of that community and very specialized for sure community, but this is a great opportunity for me. And when I started working after my computer degree, I discovered all these ecosystems 4 years ago. So this is a very special point for me today.
Okay. So yeah, Nathanael, like if we talk about your journey with the IBMI ecosystem, I'm sure like most of the audience already know about your work, your contribution to this ecosystem. But I just wanted to know the initial days, like when you first decided, yes, that this is the right time to contribute to the IBMI world, and how like you first got into the IBMI world. I just wanted to know, like, was it just by a choice or a chance or completely something different?
It was not a choice, it was not a chance. It
Okay.
was something totally random because after my graduation, I didn't. I take a first job, and they asked me, the company who hired me, they asked me if I know AS400 at that time, and if
Yeah.
I wanted to do that, and I didn't know anything about this platform, so I said yes. Why not? I want to try. So I had a training about I think it was 3 months about RPG 3 and 4 and fixed form for sure, control language and DB2, all the technology stuff for AS400. So I had that position as a RPG developer for 5 or 6 years, and I keep in touch with the company who trained me, and after 5 or 6 years, I decided to go with them as a junior trainer. And after that, I evolved to expertise subject and different things. Yes, and it was more than 20 years ago now, with the same colleagues and the same people that I met at my first day of work. In fact, I'm
That's
still
great
with
to
them.
hear. And it's a really very fascinating journey, because the way you started as a trainer, junior trainer, and then now you are leading this ecosystem itself. So it was really very inspiring journey. So what do you think, like Nathaniel, like in 2026 or maybe in the upcoming years, if someone wants to pursue their career with the IBMI, so do you still recommend that technology, or you would like to suggest something else for them?
No, we recommend this technology because there are a lot of jobs and position to take for the moment. We have a lot of people retiring, so we have open position, and you will have a job for not for 3 or 4 years. You will have a job for 20 years because companies who have IBM, I know they have some technical stuff to do, but they also have more something like more process or business, so it can goes in other teams also. They have huge needs about people working for them. So you will have job on IBMI, but now the difference is before you will be you were IBMI developer and only RPG developer. Now you are a developer. Certainly, you know PHP, Java, something else because you learned at the university, what school, and you will
Mhm.
learn also RPG. And learning RPG when you know 3, 4, 5, 6 languages, this is not difficult, very not difficult.
Right.
So we need people with a different culture and real IT, and not only IBMI and RPG. We need that people. So yes, they should come.
Okay. Yeah. So I think this answer is enough to explain that no, it is not going to die or it is not going to retire, because this is a system which is going to serve for the upcoming years as well. So I think this is enough to break all the myths that is moving around the IBMI technology. So thanks for breaking down those myths, Nathaniel. And now, moving forward, I just wanted to know about this ecosystem, particularly in terms of France. So, what does a typical day look like for an IBM expert in France today? Like, how has the role evolved over the years for the France citizens, in especially in terms of IBMI?
I'm not sure there is a typical workday for IBMI expert
Okay.
because we we are um, we are asking for several things, and customer it depends on the day. But we have several subjects we can address for the different experts. There are experts more in modernization, in security, and different stuff. But mainly, the first subject is mainly about the skills. We were talking about the people retiring, and we have younger people who take the place. So we need a lot of training for these people. We have
Mhm.
initial training, but we must coach them after in their projects because after the initial training, they need to be supported for 3, 6 months or 1 year. I don't mind, but they need to be supported to be sure to be in the good direction in the projects and not to
Yeah.
block on stupid things. So that's an important activity. We also are a lot addressed about security because there are a lot of regulations, you know that, and a lot of needs about security in the
Yes.
different organizations. So this is a really big job also. Um, this is really led by regulations, and I guess some companies don't figure how important it is.
Mhm.
If you, never mind the regulation, but it is important. Often it's a real problem. You can have the money for doing that project with the regulations, so that's
Correct.
a good thing. And the third activity, main activity, is really about modernization.
Yes.
Um, but modernization, there are a lot of things to do about that. But I just wanted to say one thing at that step: this you can't, I think, separate modernization of the younger people who are arriving in the teams. You must not use, but you must use the skills of these younger people to work on the modernization and being accompanied by IBMI experts. Um,
Correct.
External experts, they can do everything for you. You must have skills inside your team, and these younger people, they have different initial skills that are very interesting in that context.
Right. Okay. All right. So, although like you have already broken down those myths, which is especially moving around the IBMI ecosystem, but still, we can say that yes, IBMI has a reputation, maybe for a particular person, for being a niche platform, right? So, did you ever feel pressure to pivot to the more mainstream technologies like Java, Python in your initial days, or maybe in the later go? So, did you ever feel such kind of pressure?
Yes, we have this pressure for, I don't know because I started in 99, but
Yeah.
I always see this pressure. Um, but remember that for now, Java is also a legacy language.
Yes.
So this is no matter the legacy or not legacy platform, it's a niche platform, that's sure.
Correct.
It's legacy because it exists now since 35 years. So, okay, it's legacy, but we have all the technology we need. But we don't have all the skills to use this technology. So that's real problem. And yes, we have this pressure, but who goes to SAP or other RP or vendor solutions. No, we see some companies moving,
Mm-hmm.
but less than before. And now the companies who have their application on IBMI, they have in general very specific house-made applications.
Yeah.
And if they move to other solution, they will lose their very specific competitive advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult to move, or it's very expensive and very risky. So you can do it, but it's cost a lot of money. And you have some example of companies who break down because it was a mistake to move from
Correct.
IBI to another. So now we see more modernization projects, keeping the IBMI, the business on IBM or the rest of the IT, but continue developing on IBMI with a new architecture without the green screen because you can't address every user today with a green screen. So this is this is true for that.
Yeah.
Yes, no, oh, no, we have more modernization than leaving the platform.
Okay. So yeah, I think this is the best thing that anyone can do if you are particularly working with IBMI system, that instead of completely abandoning it, try to adopt the modernization technique, try to integrate it with some other platforms, whether it's AI or APIs or some other modern technology, and then you can utilize it in a best way because still it has serving the large tech giants. So that's a great thing. Okay. All right. So Nathaniel, now we will talk about the IBM Champion program because you are one of the well-known IBM champion who have been recognized for more than I think around 7 times since 2019. So what kind of contribution were there that earned you that title of IBM champion for the multiple times or multiple years?
So it's a great honor to be IBM champion for that time because it's
Yes.
a recognition and well, whatever you want, but it's also a duty. I mean, to be able to continue
Correct.
provide some content and animation to the community. So that's my great passion about that. So my main contributions are about sharing the skills and the competencies. So I write blog posts, articles. I had some sessions, the new functions of the system, the language, the programming techniques.
Mm-hmm.
So that are my technical contributions, I mean. And as you say, I'm president of Common France.
Yes.
So I try to be involved most as I can in the community in France. We try to work a lot with IBM in France because we have a lot of resources in IBM France.
Hmm.
And a lot with the different common organization in the several countries,
Yeah.
Europe, the French.
Yes. Yes, right. In fact,
I think a little
yeah.
freeze on section now.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, I think there's some technical glitches, but it's completely fine. We can carry forward from here. Now I can hear you properly.
Okay, so that was my contribution. I mean, to became IBM champion.
Okay. Yeah, like it's very a great way to share the knowledge, the way you are contributing through blogs and also through the community involvement, whether as a common groups or as a member of common group or as a board director. So it's great to know like how you are contributing. So Nathaniel, like just for the audience, as you serve as a president of Common France and also sit on the Common Europe board of directors, so, how did you get into the community leadership and what exactly drives you for the community contributions? And what's your plan for the upcoming things that have been lined up for you?
Choice also. We decided to Common France was in standby in France, and we these activities. And as my company and my job is based on training and skills, it was naturally that the president of Common France, because we
Mhm.
needed different roles about that. And there are not a lot of volunteers to be president. So I did that at the beginning. I thought I can find someone else after to continue this, but this is not the case for the moment. I guess we will do that. But my main activities is training and skills and competence, and this is close to the first mission of Common to have this activities. So it was quite natural for us. We started, and after that we have more and more activities with Common Europe also, and
Mhm.
people from Common Europe at that time support us also in France to start the activities, and it was very good support from them. So it was very important for us. So that was the beginning, and now we continue and we try to continue and to find new activities and to find new people and to find to renew all the stuff we can do with Common. The situation in France is a little bit different than in other European countries about
Yeah.
the capacity to have a congress, because IBM is doing a very good job, and there are a lot, and there is something like a huge congress. So we try to work with IBM and to have some new activities like practical labs, workshops, something you can't find usually in the typical activity of the different common. So we are working on that. We are working to try to create a kind of network with resources you can share online across the different common. And we try to translate some contents of the common North America, for example,
Mhm.
to share them with the French audience. So we try several things. Let's continue with the activities that are popular, and we will leave that we don't have any audience. We need to
Yeah.
try, and we need to have younger people, and we need to do differently for now.
Correct.
And
Right.
for the Congress, we don't have a lot of plan for the Congress in France. The plan is very simple. We want a very beautiful Congress with a lot of attendees, a lot of speakers, and a lot of good time to share and a lot of memories for everyone who come to the Congress and to go back home with a lot of memories. And it's
Memories and
important.
knowledge.
The network part is very important about that. So we will try
Correct.
to have a lot of network events in the Congress.
Correct. Yeah, and yeah, I'm also agree, Nathaniel, that Common is one of the oldest ID user group in the world that has been contributing for a very long time. In fact, last month only in February, I was also in one of the Common event where I presented it at Hyderabad as a speaker on Common India conference. So yeah, it has worthy sessions, not only sessions, the kind of networking they are building through these kind of conferences. So it really means a lot. But how do you keep the content, or maybe how you keep it relevant and energetic for the next generation of IT professional or IBMI professional? Because it's bit I think it's bit difficult to inspire them to join these kind of events, especially for IBMI, because they have comparatively modern technologies as well. So how you keep it relevant and energetic for them?
So you're right. This is a huge challenge to keep it relevant for new professionals, but also
Yes.
it's also a challenge to keep it relevant for actual professionals. I mean, so I'm not sure the problem is really for new generation. The problem
Correct.
is to address every IBMI developer or administrator or C level, okay, people. I don't mean, but for that, we need to change the activity and we need to change the mindset. And to change the mindset, this is difficult to do it by ourselves because I'm not now on the young generation. So we decide to ask some young people who are motivated to come with us in the executive office of the Common France and to lead these subjects because they
Yeah.
know better than us what they need, how to do it, how to communicate it, what young people can be sensible about. So they are in charge of these activities to develop new things to be compatible, I mean, with the new generation, and they must do it because we will live. We will live, and they must take the activities for the future. This is their
Correct.
responsibilities now. So let's do them now. We support them. We help them. We try to exchange. We try not to do. You should do something like that. They propose something, we try to find a path to be realistic and to put it in place, and they manage it. So I
Yeah.
think this is the best solution.
Yeah, it is best solution because if you attract more young developers, they know like how their colleagues know, how their students feel, how their group feels about the recent trends, and they know like how to deliver the right thing so that they can also understand in their language, in their tone. Because especially if we talk about the Gen Zs, like they got influence within their circle, right? So if you invite them, if you make some leaders from their group only, then they will be able to explain the things in a better way. So that's the best solution that you guys are doing already. Okay, so yeah, I think now it's time to talk a bit more about IBMI technology in terms of the upcoming trends, or maybe also about the modernization. So if you look forward, like what are the most exciting recent innovations on IBMI, things that genuinely surprised you or impressed you about the IBMI ecosystem? Anything that come in your mind right now?
This is not directly linked to IBMI, but
Okay.
the impressive technology we see for now is AI.
AI,
Yeah,
yes.
because I say it's not IBMI because you have AI in every technology, but not only technology, you have AI now in all your life. I mean,
Correct.
in the social network, in the if you want to do a new cooking something, you will have some AI recommendation. So AI is everywhere now, and we see
Correct.
that started changing the world. And this is just the beginning. I'm don't know exactly what will be tomorrow, but we see that this technology is a real mutation of all the society and not just the activity for the developer. So
Hmm.
that's very impressive because it's a technical product, in fact. So we are sensible to that, but it changed all the world. So this is very impressive. And for to come back to IBMI, we know for the moment, so there are technical debates and there are products. You can have some Copilot, Bob, etc. for developers. Okay, but don't mind, it's the beginning. It will change a lot of things. For
Yes,
the
it
moment,
will.
what we see is that for IBMI development teams, for example, we already see some developers using AI and others not using AI.
Hmm. Right.
Some of them adopted quickly this culture, and for some of them, this is well, it will be more longer, and perhaps it will be not at all.
Hmm.
But,
Right.
but we will see that. I don't know for the moment. It's too early to have a conclusion about that, but we anticipate that we will have a very huge difference of productivity between these teams
Yes.
or between different developers in the same team.
Correct.
And we are very we look at that closely because I think it will be the main point of human management in the teams for the 2 years who are coming. Not about technology, about how the humans can adopt the technology, what is the limit to how can you work together or not, something like that. No.
Right.
It's very important, I think, and for the society and for the world, yes, it will be a real change.
Correct. And I really like the statement you just mentioned that it is not only specific to the technical teams or technical or IT person. It is a change for everyone. It doesn't matter like if you are from a tech background or a non-tech background, you have to adopt this technology because it is changing everything that you are doing right now. Even if you are uploading a simple picture on a social media platform, it is going to change because now you have that right set of AI tools. So it's better to adopt it, learn it, because now it's the right time. You are not here to play with the AI, but you have to start utilizing it because in that way only like you will adopt the things so that the changes won't affect your jobs and your day-to-day work.
It will affect all the jobs, even
Yes.
yeah, if you are Uber delivery, you will be less affected that if you are a developer, but you see then for how can you say juridic activities, for example, they already have a lot of AI for advocates, for administrative stuff, and there are a lot of AI already
Correct.
in the companies. Yes.
Right. Yes. And okay, so how do you see towards the modernization? Because nowadays modernization is also a hot topic like AI. So what, in your opinion, like what does true IBMI modernization look like in practice? And what are the common pitfalls that every developer should avoid when we are talking about the modernization bad practices?
The first pitfall, I think, is thinking that there is only one way to modernize.
Okay.
Uh, Modernization is something very specific in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
It depends of the technical, financial, human constraints you can find on the different companies. So
Correct.
we don't have the needs are not the same for the different companies who need to modernize. It can be focused on the database. It can be focused on the interface. It can be more architectural for some of them. It depends. But for sure, there is a cost, there is a risk. It needs skills. and you modernize with your teams, with the developers that are in place in your companies. And in general, you need some external experts to help you modernize and
Correct.
prototype and have the good path to your specific modernization. So the main pitfalls, I think, this is the way you will uh, upscale the skills of your team and
Hmm.
have the coaching of your team for the modernization. We have all the technology. We know how to do web services. You can transform RPG in ILE. You can transform with SQL if you want to. We have technology. We have experts. You have vendor products to be more productive about that. You have tools to analyze your code. AI will come in all that also. But you continue to do it with your teams. So
Correct.
the speed you do it must be something a human developer can absorb and can work with. So you have to manage that, and so this is very important. But we are very close to that because we are doing training and coaching. So this is
Correct.
really one of the main pitfalls. Second one, I think, is companies in general, they studied during 2 years if they can go to another product. We were talking about that before.
Hmm.
Leave IBMI and go to another product. These studies are made perhaps 2 years, and after that they say, okay, this is too risky or too expensive. We will modernize IBMI. And
Correct.
they say, okay, you have the budget, now you can modernize. And in general, they call us and they say, we want to modernize our entire application.
Hmm.
And in general, this is too big. Sometimes you must do it for tactical reason because you change the language for a sign on to RPG. You must take the entire application. Okay.
Correct.
But otherwise, you need to concentrate on the heart of your business, really.
Hmm.
The heart of your application. This is this part that had a huge value and you must transform in priority. This is the part you want to evolve every 2 weeks. And
Hmm.
don't mind if you didn't transform a old program that didn't add any maintenance since 15 years. We don't mind. We will do it after. Okay. But you'd better concentrate of the real value and have step-by-step modernization.
Correct.
It's more easy to manage step by step and continue that having a big bang project that will never end because your business is stuck in the middle of the river and you need to go back. And so this is really two things: the skills and a more progressive project than a big bang.
Project. Okay. All right. So yeah, now I think moving ahead, we can talk about support of network, because what we believe, like behind every successful person there is a support of network who helped them in their journey. So looking back on your career, like who were the key people around you who helped you through your life, throughout your journey? So who were those key people around you?
I was it was not easy for this question because
Mm-hmm.
I made a lot. I met so many people in my career because of
Yes.
these activities with community. So I met a lot of people, and it was very complicated to say, okay, I can't have 30 names, but I can't also have only two. So um, uh, I wanted first to thanks really the these many people I can work with on the different. Part of my journey. But if I had one, I will just mention one
Okay.
because it was too tricky about that. Christian Massé was the first IBM champion in France. He
Mm-hmm.
was a well-known expert. He had a very huge technical skills. He knows about every subject on IBM and development and administration. Yeah. He was really so clever and so intelligent guy, and yeah. So that I had the opportunity to work for several years with Christian, and he had this all this vision about IBMI and the activities and the what are doing the developers, and he had something where he understand all that, and that was very impressive first, and it was a model in my career after. So Christian, yes, he was very great and very honest and a very good guy. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so although like Nathaniel, there are so many things that we can talk on IBMI, modernization, AI, but we are short on time. So I just want to take one last question. And this is related to the place you belong from. So as a proud citizen of France, what one thing you would like to share with the rest of the world that you feel proud or that you wish that the global audience will know about the France?
You already know, I think, a lot about France because we have gastronomy, we have beautiful landscapes, and okay, it's a great country because
Yes.
country, but like it. No, the best thing about France we want to share in the next month is a congress in Lyon, and
Okay.
because I hope it will be a beautiful congress. It's in a beautiful town. It will be the opportunity to share the French hospitality and gastronomy, and I hope it will be the place where we can share a lot of things. So that, if I want to share something, it's the city of Lyon at the occasion of the congress.
Okay. All right. So, yep. Thank you so much, Nathaniel, for joining us in this episode and for sharing so much information regarding the IBMI, AI, and also about the friends. It was really a pleasure talking to you here. And I hope you also enjoyed the discussion. So, thank you once again for being a part of the show.
Thank you very much.